I'm embarrassed and ashamed, and I think we all feel guilty of this because we didn't see this or process this early enough. It's easy to live in a world where we have our own small problems we don't even see or care to see about the bigger picture. Did it really take someone dying on camera to wake me up? I feel ashamed I got caught up in absolutely nothing, that I didn't see this coming. The Black Lives Matter movement is here not only to show support to the black community, but to show progressive change in the world that we're living in. I'm helping push this message forward, and I encourage you to do the same. We sometimes get caught up in our first world bubble, and we don't realise the extent of our own greed and lack of support that we give to others. Black people have a far bigger war than our stupid, nonsensical problems that we might think we have. What they go through is much more worse in everyday life. Do I exaggerate when I say some aren't even allowed to breathe? A basic human right we take for granted every single second. Our problem may seem colossal in our heads, but in our small heads, they are minute in comparison to an entire group of people who live in fear, in oppression, in embarrassment, in a world of injustice. I'm late to this, and I know I'm not the only one, but I'm staying alert from now on. I'm actively hearing and seeing things to end the injustice that happens day to day. Essentially being the thought police to stop this getting worse. Anti-racism is the new normal. All I ask is we put our small, irrelevant and pointless problems aside for once and help the young generation of black people grow up into a world full of justice and peace. We are doing this for their future. This virus feels like it's actually nothing compared to the horror and constant pain of this ongoing problem. I'm warmed and content that so many people joined this protest amidst a pandemic because this can't wait anymore. Too many have died from inequality than any virus has killed anyone. This is already too much. You tell me who the worst killer is. I want to point out one thing, that when you protest, using violence isn't the answer. The burning of flags, the pulling down of statues, or being a criminal to get this point across isn't the way forward. Fighting fire with fire is what the oppressor would want. We have to be the water in this and put it out patiently. Violence begats violence. Think of how Martin Luther King, Gandhi, and all other iconic, inspirational influencers and how they dealt with the situation. They weren't wrong. Because love wins every single time. And as angered and feared as I feel today, we mutually feel the same. And this is what gives me hope. In the eyes of a young person, scared of the world in front, the protests, the voices, and the people are making it so much better. We are responsible for this change to happen. And don't sit and think, oh, it's okay because the majority will do it for me and I won't bother taking part. Every voice needs to be heard and everyone needs to take an active role in this. We need all voices to support this matter.
I used to have a job, but I got laid off.
What is one thing you want to say to all the racists in the world?
Ask yourself why you're doing it and try your hardest to educate yourself and make a change, because what do you gain from it? And if you don't gain anything positive from it other than making yourself feel good for a very short amount of time, it's not worth it. Do something better for the world and for yourself.
In the future, I would tell my children that I was so proud to be a part of the movement and of today, and I would share with them the importance of why I'm here, and hopefully that will filter through to how they treat other people and their activism and how we need to change our society in the future.
But violence will never change anything. Only way we can change things is by starting to teach our little children of a better future.
People matter. People matter. It doesn't really matter what colour you are, man. No one's got the right to put anyone down from what they look like or what their heritage is.
It's about time. It's about time. Because black people, I'm black, I lived all my life. If people want to see some changes, you've got to get out of the street, you've got to protest, you've got to tell the people them, and they have to listen.
Our future is changing shape and history is writing itself today. And you know what? I like where it's going.
Team, we are strong people too! Our voice should be heard! More black power to we!